drinking wouldn't have allowed me to explore this other area of me and kind of was keeping me at this level. Like drinking, when you're drinking a lot, never elevates you. It never progresses you forward. All it does is just keep you here. Keeps you here. You know, you never have heard anybody ever say that I am really glad I started drinking again. Nobody's ever said that because there's no reason to be glad if you've stopped and you've seen the positive aspects that drinking has made towards your life being improved in every way, shape, or form. It's like there's no reason to look back, and that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm really not even like, oh, I'm 100 days sober. I hope I can make it 100 more. I'm almost like drinking isn't even a thing for me anymore. I don't drink, and life has gotten so much better without drinking in every way. So I know a lot of people hit me up on Twitter about being sober. I know a lot of people always ask me questions about it. So I've been thinking about this for a long time. I want to form a place where people can get together and talk about issues with addiction. It doesn't have to be limited to alcohol. It can be any other addiction. I know there's every addiction out there. And even if you're having a hard time in life with depression, if you're having a hard time in life with your family, with work, anything, I know that everybody needs somebody to talk to, and not everybody has somebody to talk to. So I'm going to use Ruin Your Day as a platform for that. Every week on Wednesdays, I haven't decided a time yet, probably around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to have Ruin Your Day live for an hour. And basically what's going to be happening is the chat is going to be live, and that's going to be used as the floor for everybody to talk. I might be on a video feed answering questions to the chat. I might pull up some music that Ruin Your Day made to play. I might play some video in the background. It's going to be sort of a free-form vehicle type of feed. There's not going to be really a set thing that we're doing. The only thing that I want to go on is I want people to feel like it's a safe place to come into and talk and vent, talk to other people, maybe give advice. I'll be in there if anybody wants to ask any questions about being sober. I can give whatever advice I can for that. And yeah, essentially, I just think there needs to be a place like that. I think AA works really well for a lot of people because it's a community. It's a strong-knit community. You have a sponsor that holds you accountable for not drinking. You have other people that are going through the same thing as you. You realize there's a whole world out there of people that just don't drink. And that's rare these days, honestly. So I want there to be a place like that on Ruin Your Day doesn't have to be just limited to alcohol. It could be anything. You know, like my parents went through some heart problems this year, and that really devastated me. So, you know, I needed somebody to talk to about that. My ex-girlfriend's dog that I really love got cancer. My close friend just had cancer. So it's been tough for me as well this year, and I'm really thankful that I've had Ruin Your Day to talk to you guys about battle rap and forget about the troubles in my life, but I want to give back, and I want to create a platform where we can all come together and sort of be each other's shoulder to lean on every now and then. So just wanted to make this video to talk about me getting sober, my experience with it. Honestly, to wrap this up, being sober is like probably the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Me breaking up with my ex-girlfriend that I love to this day has been the best thing that's ever happened to me too as well. It's really like jump-started me to make big improvements in my life that I'm really proud of. And yeah, I mean, I think anybody out there that's struggling with addiction, the first question you need to ask for yourself, if you're thinking that you might have a drug problem, alcohol problem, any sort of problem, is if I'm asking myself if I have a problem, I might have a problem. Do you want to take the next step to solving it? Do you want to get clean? Do you want to get sober? And all I can say is being sober is amazing. It's great. I would never trade it for anything. It works really well for me. Other people can drink responsibly. I'm not one of those people. I can't drink responsibly at all. So yeah, guys, I just want to thank you all for helping me through my year of sobriety. You guys really made a huge difference in my life. I want to thank everybody out there that supported Ruin Your Day, all the patrons, all the people that did a watch episode, all the guests, all the people that tuned in for watch, everybody that bought merch, everybody that bought music. It means the world to me. So thank you guys. Boom, sup everybody, welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balance, and life. My name is Kyle Gray. We are live once a week, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or if we have a special guest, a little bit more often. But today, I want to talk about gratitude and positivity because I think a lot of people might be struggling with this issue a lot. Now, it's very unfeasible to think that you can be happy and positive 100% of the time that we are awake and conscious. In fact, that's really not healthy, and that's a sign of severe mental illness to just have one emotion for our constant being. But we need to experience the full spectrum of emotions. But it's very enticing to live in negativity. It's very enticing to live in resentment, in being a victim of everything, and making yourself be a victim, and that everything bad is happening to yourself. It takes a lot to grow and rise above that sometimes, and sometimes all it takes is for you to literally feel the negativity for however long it takes, because that feeling will pass and it will wash over you and it will be gone. It's not going to last forever. It won't remain for the entirety of your life. It will only be a certain allotted amount of time. Nothing is forever. Nothing at all. So rising above that and practicing things like gratitude helps severely with just strengthening your life and like really just being an enrichment to your everyday. Being thankful for small things like opening your eyes in the morning, taking breath, being able to do what you want. Like even like something as small as like I'm grateful every day of taking a shower. Like being able to take like a good hot shower is so just, it feels so good, Small, it doesn't have to be big things. It's not even like I'm grateful that I film battle rap for a living, or if you're grateful you have a family or something like that. Like those things are like obvious things that like everybody that has those things should be grateful for if they have a career that's fueled on passion or if they have a family. But just small things like really do improve that when you practice gratitude. It does seem to enrich your life, like just the tiny, tiny things, and those build up and those stack throughout your day. So when you're stacking those gratitude achievements, it really just enriches your overall day. And I was watching Wes Watson today, and he brought up a cool thing that I wanted to talk about how positivity isn't flashy. Being positive isn't a flashy thing. That's why news, that's why bloggers and battle rap, that's why everybody isn't positive, because it's not a flashy thing to do. Positivity doesn't flash, it glows. And that's the difference, is that we gravitate towards negativity and like, ooh, juicy gossip, ooh, like, what did this person say, ooh, who got knocked out, ooh, blah, 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 like, because it's flashy. It's super attention grabbing, but positivity isn't like that. It's a slow glow over a long amount of time. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that real fast, but how is everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? I went to Denver yesterday. They opened a cookies dispensary. What's up, Blue? Sorry to hear that. Sunday Venom, my condolences for your aunt passing away from COVID-19. Sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're around family and friends and coping with this in a healthy way. Prayers going to you and your family. My mom has COVID. She's getting better. That's good to hear, Blue. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. Slim Charles, I went 4 months, tried to some moderate drinking, but I just don't have that ability. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that ability either. It'd be hard for me to think that I could go back to drinking socially, because what it would do is it would be like me fooling myself, right? I would be like basically being egotistical about it, like, man, I got this. I'm like what happened last time. I quit drinking for 113 days 3 years ago, and basically when I started drinking again, it was slow at first, but like not really. I mean, like the first day I started drinking was on my birthday, and I got drunk essentially. I didn't get like wasted, but I still was intoxicated, and that's not a good sign when you get back into it to just immediately go to being drunk, you know? And then it just turned into me slowly drinking again, you know? And that's like what I feel like I'll naturally do because I'm an addict. I'm an addictive person. Everything I do is addictive. I love addictive. I like work addictive. I drink addictive. I work out addictive. Everything I do has extreme addictive tendencies. Excuse me, not personality. And drinking is no different. So it's like very, very foolish of me to be like, yeah, I could drink socially in the future because it's not going to happen. And to be honest, I don't think I'm missing anything by not drinking. Like, there's not a day that goes by that I'm like, man, I really miss getting drunk or I really miss drinking. Like, it's fun for sure. Of course, that's why we all do it. It's because it's enjoyable. But you know how many other things there are that are like just as enjoyable in a different way and that come with so much more positive benefits to your life. Like even taking a walk. Taking a walk will change your like day for the better than taking a drink. You know, a lot of people always say, I need a drink. Today was so stressful. Take a walk. Go take a walk around the block, and I guarantee you will feel better than when you started that walk. And I can't say the same for drinking, honestly. I can't have two drinks, just gotta go hard, sucks, but whatever. Nah, man, I mean, that's just who you are. Like, it's not like a thing that's like, you gotta be like, it sucks. Because there's no reason you should drink. It's not a thing that like, oh, you should drink, you know, like, it's just not for you. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. I have drinking problems. I drink alone most times. Staying busy helps. Castle for sure. Drinking alone definitely is like a sign that you're not healthy. Your relationship with alcohol is not healthy at all. I stopped smoking weed for 9 months, but I've been back to it the past couple months. A bit less, but I'm still a little disappointed in myself for being so dependent on it. No, man, just be kind to yourself about that. Like, because relapsing, like I said, is part of the recovery process. Like, you cannot beat yourself up for every mistake you make in your life because that is what makes you stronger. You have to make mistakes to find out who you are. That's what is so not, I guess, like really not realized nowadays in society. Not everybody like really adheres to that we all fuck up. We all make mistakes, and that has to happen in order for us to all get better. So you're not dependent on it. It's just you're just going through another relapse, man. You just got to get back on the horse tomorrow and try again. That's it. Hell yeah, Derek. Good to hear that, man. Watch will be back hopefully soon. We did our first episode last week, but it's just hard to get people in here to do it, honestly, because everybody has their own thing now. Ilmac is a streamer full-time now. Lush doesn't live in Los Angeles. Diz is doing the Grand Prix. Geechee has this podcast, so it's like everybody has their own thing. It's not like before where I was the only guy doing media and streaming. Like now it's everybody is, so it's a little bit more difficult. Tyrone, how you doing, man? Found some 2.5 gallon bags for care bags for those without homes. Man, that's incredible. Fuck yeah. Good to hear that, bro. Swerving Centaur, I'm quite different. Never had a problem with drinking. Only drink once a week now. Can stop. Being around a lot of alcoholics, which has probably kept me from going down that route of drinking heavily. Definitely, I can see that. I mean, when I grew up, I definitely saw the downsides to alcohol heavily, and that's what dissuaded me from drinking at an early age. But I think the problem with my original mindset when I was a teenager, my outlook on drugs and alcohol is I approached it from such an elitist standpoint of I'm better than people that drink. And that was just a terrible mindset because that's not true. I'm not better than anybody that drinks you're not better than an addict. That's not, an addict is just going through a personal problem. That's like saying I'm better than somebody who's going through a breakup. It's not true. They're just going through their own stuff. Like we all have our own problems, issues that we're personally dealing with, and saying that you're better than somebody that's dealing with them is so insensitive and not true. I have a bunch of hobbies, but can do all of them while drinking: guitar, bars, magic. Maybe I should get some hobbies that you cannot do while drinking. Yeah, Castle, I would say exercise is the biggest one. I suggest this so much, but working out. Trust me, if you work out sober, your results will be better. You'll feel better. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. And just like I said, just feeling good about yourself. Like, drinking has never made me feel good. I've never felt better drinking. Sure, I've been numb. I've been numb to shit. Doesn't mean I feel better, actually. Like, for example, it's like if you eat a quarter pounder with cheese or you eat broccoli, what is going to make you feel better after you eat it? Like, sure, the quarter pounder with cheese, feels kind of good while you're eating it, but then afterwards you feel like horrible. Broccoli, after you eat it, you feel great, So it's kind of just like that outlook, like what is going to do the most for your life. Thanks for doing those bags live. We'll do them in honor of my son's memory. Thanksgiving and Christmas. Died 18 months. Salute. Man, Tyrone, I'm sorry to hear about your son. So your Thanksgiving, is there a day that we could do something special for that memory? I see you in here all the time. I would love to honor your son in some way. That'd be special. Do you think one strong drink a night is a destructive habit? I drink almost every night, but usually only one, sometimes two. I don't know if a destructive habit is a good way of putting that, but I would say that is not a good habit to get into. Having something every day, to me, is you're dependent on it. I drink tea every day. I'm definitely dependent on tea because it's I don't even need this shit. I'm just I'm on this podcast, I'll have tea right now because it's warm and it's fucking cold in my apartment. And then every morning when I wake up, I always feel like I need to have a cup of green tea. And I don't need that to start my day, So I think people that say they need a drink every day, I think you're towing the line from being addicted to it. If your life is manageable, it's really not the biggest deal. But drinking every day isn't the best thing for you. So I feel good drinking till the next day. Well, that's the thing is you don't really actually feel good. What you feel is numbness to everything but feeling numb. So you're numbing yourself until the next day. My biggest mental problem is self-esteem because I'm autistic and dealing with rough problems sometimes. Any advice? Marilyn, do you go to therapy? Is there therapy that you go to cope with your autism? Because you shouldn't feel any low self-esteem by having that, man. That doesn't mean you're any less than anybody, honestly. I function fine in normal life sober, but my biggest hobby and free time is drinking. I don't need it. I want it. That's my problem. Exactly. That's the issue, right? That's the issue with being an addict of any kind. You don't need alcohol. You don't need drugs. Anybody that's telling you they need weed that's not true. You don't need weed. You don't need alcohol. You don't need anything but fucking food, water, and shelter. That's it. That's all the things that we need. Sure, it might feel fun to get buzzed. It might feel fun to get high. Smoking might help you sleep. I'm not trying to villainize marijuana at all. There's been great positive effects, and I think that marijuana is a lot different than alcohol, which alcohol I see no positive effects for. And honestly, it's kind of atrocious that alcohol is legal and marijuana was illegal for so long. And even furthermore, it's honestly it's fucked up that alcohol is legal and that things like mushrooms and psychedelics were illegal for so long that we can't even research the positive benefits to them. It just is, it's so wild. It's consumerism at its finest right there. I'm seeing therapy, but it sometimes doesn't fully fix the problem. It's not the therapist's fault. Of course, man. It's therapy is not an end all be all thing. Therapy is a tool. Therapy is just like a hammer. You can use a hammer to build a house. You can use therapy to help yourself through your path, but it's not gonna direct you. It's not gonna be like, here, go here, and then you'll be fine. You have to do that. All the answers that you'll ever seek in life come from right here. They're already inside of you. You just need time, experience, and life to figure them out, honestly. I don't eat pizza either, but every once in a while it hits the spot. That's the problem. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying devoid your life of all indulgences at all, but there's a difference. There's a difference between indulging every now and then when it's appropriate and pleasure chasing constantly. Drinking every night to me is pleasure chasing. And you're seeking that pleasure, because then what you're doing is even that phrase, I need a drink, that means that your whole day is basically waiting until you can have that drink. So your day is pleasure chasing. It's chasing that one fucking golden carrot at the end of the day, which is a drink. And that's not what life is about. Life is not about getting through your fucking life to have a drink. You know, that's not it, man. Life is about being present, being mindful, being in the moment, and living, you know? So, my mom suffers from self-esteem issues where she has two extremes, but not wanting to listen and thinking people don't care about her. Also, thinking sometimes she doesn't deserve life. She's not autistic like me. She loves me to death, sometimes too much. Well, man, you should be grateful you have a mom that cares about you. That's incredible. I'm sorry to hear about your guys' interpersonal problems. Self-esteem issues are definitely big, man. They're definitely huge. But that's wonderful you're going to therapy for it, because that's going to help you in your journey so much. But like I said, it's not going to be like a click reset type of thing. I'll keep you posted. My wife and I started a grief recovery group to help others get through the grief journey. That's awesome, man. Plug the group, Tyrone. I want to hear about this. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, one-on-one, man. Absolutely right, Avo. Quality support unit you've built with this channel, man, which is clearly helping and saving people, dude. Silky Spence, appreciate that. That means a lot. That means a fuck ton. Have I seen Jonai versus OT? Watch it with Diz, please. I have not seen it. I'll check it out, though. Yeah. Gratitude and positivity. Yeah, it's hard to exercise positivity today, in today's world. Especially if, everybody here is involved in battle rap. That's how you even know about me. Gerald, what's cracking? Good to see you. But I know that I was talking to my friend Steph on Twitter today, and I'm back on Twitter, but I really want to get off. Like, to be honest with you, I'm really considering deactivating my account tonight, because since getting back on, I was like, okay, I'll get back on and retweet and then also post links when I'm live, yada yada, which is cool. You know, I have 21,000 subscribers. That's a good amount of things, a good amount of people. But at the end of the day, I'm back on there just consuming all this negative shit, getting wrapped up in people's drama that is not my business. You know, and my friend Steph tweeted out can we go one day without drama, ego, and misogyny in battle rap? And I quoted her and saying the cheat code of that is getting off social media, because it only exists in social media. It doesn't exist anywhere else but there. Once you detach from that and you just watch battles when they come out, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful, because then you just start enjoying battle rap. And I really do feel like social media is not a good thing. At the end of the day, at its core, I feel like it's not a healthy thing for people to be on all the time. When I really think about it, I don't think it's really given me a lot of positive things in my life. Yeah, The Social Dilemma talks about that for sure. I haven't seen it, but I know all about it. My friend Ben has been trying to get me to watch it. Just make my Twitter into a work-based account? I could just make my Twitter into a Ruin Your Days account. That'd be fine. My biggest issues with people trying time back into your racism issue is because people have the issue of one and you're done, which should never be condoned ever. I don't really understand what you're saying, Maryland Wolves, but I appreciate you expressing yourself on here. Regards from Holland. I deleted all social media accounts 3 years ago. It's a better feeling than working out. I'd be down with that, man. I'm honestly considering that tonight. I think I'm gonna fucking do it. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I've only had Facebook, and I use it to meet up with a group of dudes I aggressive inline with. Nice. You aggressive inline? That's dope. That's really tight. I used to watch one of my fucking homies used to do that too. What's like the video magazine for like rollerblading called? I used to like really like it. I liked the style of rollerblading videos too. They're like a lot different than skate videos. They use like the GH1 and they use like film mode all the time. Do I create content full time? Yeah, this is my job. I do Ruin Your Day and I film battle rap. Might change pretty soon, honestly, because this, like, ever since this whole controversy with me came out, it really did change a lot of things. It changed my work relationship with a lot of clients I had. It changed my work relationship with talent. It made doing watch a lot harder. And it kind of put a lot of things in perspective, to be honest with you guys. Like, it put, like, every day I kind of do struggle with, do I still want to do battle rap full time? Do I want to, should I just go get a job where I'm making good money at? Because I left doing VFX and making 6 figures a year to do battle rap and to make very much under 6 figures a year, like tremendously. Like, for example, my car got repossessed because I can't afford a car. Not saying I don't live comfortably, I do, and you guys are the reason why I do that. I appreciate everybody's support, but you know, I do struggle with that on the daily, for sure. On gratitude and positivity vibe to all the riders, thank you for being you. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. That means a lot. Ryan, what's cracking, man? Bots. I'm going to get your BTS video out hopefully by Friday. I have to finish editing the Nicky Jam and Math Hoffa video tonight. And I've just been trying to get through a bunch of stuff, honestly. So, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely difficult to be positive and exercise gratitude today. So I just wanted to talk about that, and to talk about, like, another thing that Wes was bringing up that I liked a lot is to look at your problems that you feel are so weighted in the grand scheme of things. And I guarantee there's people out there that would fucking kill to change places with you. Even me complaining about not wanting to film battle rap anymore because, like, people don't like this, like, some people don't like me and I don't have a good relationship with, like, some main clients that I used to film with consistently. People would still kill to be in my position. Like, I still need to be grateful for what I have, because other people would be grateful for what I have. It's all just about perspective, right? The grass is always greener, and you know, all of that. But it's just so enriching to practice gratitude. Gerald, I appreciate the donation, man. Do what you love, man. Your health is always top priority, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Much love from Toronto. Salute to T-Dot, bro. Thank you, Gerald. That means a lot, man. LSD made me realize about certain problems it's not that bad. Yeah, for sure. It's all about perspective, right? It's all about just having that perspective about what are your problems really in the grand scheme of things. So, cheer. But, yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like deleting my social media will do a lot of good. So think I'm gonna go and do that. I think I'm gonna deactivate it. Looking forward to it. But yeah. Also, I think piggybacking off of what we talked about last week with RX, I definitely want to have RX. Bodega Surge, man, you really making my day right now. Bless you. Thank you, man. Ryan, appreciate that. You inspire me too, my friend. Thank you so much for helping me out these past 2 weeks. That really means a lot to me. Hopefully you got a little bit out of it. I would love for you to continue working with us. It's been a blast. No, I'm not deleting YouTube. I'm still going to be on YouTube. I'm still going to do watch. I'm still going to... Ruin an Hour will never go away. Like, this will be here forever. This is, like, in my opinion, one of the most important things I've done. Because I feel like this is actually important. This is actually meaningful. This is actually impactful. I don't give a fuck if there's 5 people in here. That doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not here for views or to, like, monetize shit or fucking get fame. Like, this is important to me. So, nah, Ruin Your Day will never go away. And watch will be here. I'm not saying I'm not going to do watch. I'm just saying I'm not going to be on Twitter, which is perfectly fine. I think it's basically programming now with people like thinking you have to be on Twitter. You don't have to do shit to be successful. I remember when it was cool when brands weren't accessible. Like the brands that were a rarity, were cool, you know? It's like the thing about being oversaturated that, in my opinion, just like makes it fucking so, it's like disposable, right? It's like it's not a gem anymore. It's just like, yeah, that's there everywhere. Oh, their Instagram account is just them promoting tons of bullshit over and over again. You know, it's like there's no personality. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of problems with social media. I don't really fuck with them at all. How has Twitter, Facebook made your life better? It has in some ways. Like, I've had great conversations with people on there, but that's me definitely trying to do that. Like, I definitely have tried to be positive on there all the time. But when I go on there and I, like, read stuff, I, like, really, and I scroll, I'm just like, ugh, don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. You never know what people are going through, Albert. You're helping a lot of people out, probably more than you know. Gerald, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm not going to stop this. Whenever I check Facebook every few months or so, it takes me 30 seconds of scrolling to remember why I stopped using it. That's right, Phil. I only have YouTube. The rest looks like drama. That's true. There was a while there where I only had YouTube. So I think I'm going to go back to that. And I think deactivating my Twitter is a good start. But yeah, positivity, the power of positivity, it's good. It's super good. The power of gratitude is also super good. And it's hard to have those all the time. In the same vein that everyone is mentioning with all the bile on social media, it's all the more important for substantial content like this to redeem the internet, Avo. Yeah, man, I mean, that's the thing is, like, I definitely want to keep contributing to the world in a way that I want to see the world go towards, or like what I want to see content being made towards. Like, it's very easy to get views. It's very easy to be flashy in the moment. Like I said, negativity, all that stuff sells. You know, like I want to make the world a better place. When I leave this earth, I want to know that not only did I make a bunch of mistakes, which I've made a multitude of mistakes, and I've done tons of things I'm remorseful of, but I have left a good impact. So I'm not going to stop this at all. But, yeah. Hoffa! What's up, man? Gratitude keeps us humble enough to see how blessed we are. Thank you, Math. Good to see you, man. As soon as this ends, I'm getting right on that edit. I promise you. I'm going to get it done. Get it finished. But yeah, practicing gratitude does keep you humble for sure, and allows you to see how blessed you are in this life. It's very, very important. You know, like I've told you guys, like my bedroom, I literally have 14 like big posters I've made of like just the statements to like remind me of like stuff like failure is growth, like you are loved, I love you, I forgive you, I am free. Let's see what else. Change is a process, not an event. I think that's a big thing that I always kind of like need to remind myself, is that change takes a lot of time. Progress takes a lot of time. Things take time. Everything is not immediate, and you can get through it. And also patience is one that I have on my wall, and I need to exercise that a lot more, is to have patience with not only myself but with other people, to live in honesty about that as well. Being negative is natural. You're right. How do you balance emotions in a healthy way? Yeah, Slim, completely agree about negativity is essential, actually, to our emotional spectrum. All the emotions we experience them for a reason, and they're all based on survival. You wouldn't have an emotion in your emotional spectrum if it didn't fit a need for yourself. So even ego, arrogance, all that stuff fits a need. It pushes you. I think the best way when you're experiencing negative emotions or like anger, anything, is to be kind to yourself and be like, it's fine that I feel this way. It's totally fine. Acting on it is where it gets problematic. There is nothing in your emotional spectrum that requires an immediate action. Any emotion you experience will not kill you, will not debilitate you, will not hurt you physically. Like, it is all a feeling, and they will all go away. When you feel negative, you feel mad, you feel sad. You know, I feel sad a lot. I feel depressed pretty often. I wouldn't categorize myself as depressed, but there are times where I feel heavy waves of depression. Like last night, I fucking just like sat with my headphones on at my computer and just listened to like a couple songs and just like allowed myself to feel sad and to feel depressed for a little bit. Then I, took my headphones off, went to bed. That's it. Woke up, felt better. I let the emotion go through me. I didn't do something to like, I'm uncomfortable right now. I need to get rid of this discomfort, because that is the addict's mind, to wanting to get rid of the discomfort. We are addicts. We are alcoholics. We are drug addicts, sex addicts, work addicts, every addict, because you're not comfortable being in the uncomfortable, and it's an escape from the uncomfortable. The uncomfortable is inevitable in our life. You will all experience some level of discomfort in your life, from the most basic thing of your parents dying, of our parents passing away, losing a loved one, a bad breakup, like people going in and out of your life, losing a job. Like, there will all be high levels of discomfort in your life, and all you need to know is that it won't last forever, and you will get through this. And to be honest with you, you'll probably learn a lot from it, and you'll get more out of those big life events that cause a lot of discomfort than the big life events that cause you great comfortability. Being comfortable is probably the enemy of progress in the grand scheme of things. So, do I listen to Radiohead? I don't. Not saying they're like horrible. I'm not a big fan. To be honest, last night I was listening to fucking Elvis, which is embarrassing for sure. But like this skateboard company, Death Wish, just dropped a new video, and the credit song is an Elvis song. That's I forgot what it's called. It's like something like "You Will Always Have My Heart" or something like that. And I was like, oh man, that song's beautiful. And I just like listened to it 3 times in a row. Almost made me cry. And yeah, man, skate videos still giving me inspiration. I've always jamming instrumental Xmas jazz at extremely loud levels lately. That's amazing. Allowing the feelings to pass but not being controlled by them. 100%. That's 100% true about allowing the feelings to move through you and not moving you to do something. One of the biggest takeaways from the RX stream was understanding that every day will not be a good day. That helped me a lot. That's really true, and that's 100% a fact. Every day is not going to be a good day. And you're not always going to be improving in life. Life is not this. Life is not a linear improvement. It is up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like it is. There's so many ups and downs to life, and you need to fall with grace. It happens. Everybody falls. Everybody trips. Everybody like scuffs their knees. Everybody loses a fight. Like everybody loses a fight, unless you're Khabib. But like, you need to learn to fall with grace and to have kindness to yourself when you go through those things. Like You need to be kind to yourself when you're depressed and not be like, fuck, why can't I be happy? Everybody else is happy. Why do I need to take antidepressant medicine? Nobody else needs to do that. I'm weak because I do that. It's like, no, your life experience is just different than everybody else. Just like everybody is a different person. Everybody has a different chemical balance in their brains. They're a different being. So we require different things in life, you know? We're just different compounds of organic structure, so it's ridiculous to think we all can live the exact same way. I don't think it's embarrassing, man. I love all kinds of music, not just hip hop. Yeah, Kyle, I wasn't saying that like, oh, I don't listen to strictly rap, because to be honest with you guys, I don't listen to a lot of rap. I mean, recently I've been listening to a lot of Jeezy, which is funny because I was never into him, but after that Versus, I got hella into him. And I've been listening to a lot of Capone and Noriega because I always forget how much I fucking love those guys. But overall, like rap music, I don't listen to a lot of rap. Not saying I don't like it, because obviously I fucking love hip-hop. Tiger Loco, what up, man? Good to see you. Where you get this Ruin Your Day hoodies at? Trying to cop me one. RydeOrDie.com, RYDORDIE.com. At the end of the day, know that you're blessed. We have a lot to be thankful, grateful for. That's very true. We do. Yeah, I actually play guitar, play a lot of metal music, punk, but yeah, I love hip-hop. Fuck yeah. I love metal too, man. I love punk. Obviously, I'm not that familiar with either of those genres. I was on the verge the other day. I went to Guitar City and bought this thing for Watch, because this other fucking headphone splitter, this one that we've been using, like broke. It doesn't work anymore. Which is hella annoying, because this thing was $25. This thing was $80. This thing doesn't even fucking work well. It's like not loud, so I'm gonna return it. But I was there at Guitar City and I was like, fuck, I want to buy a synth really bad. I've been wanting to buy a synthesizer for like a long time, and I have no musical talents, like, you know, in my history. I played bass when I was younger, but for like a fucking month. And I was looking at it and I was like, I really want this, and I was just like playing the keys, and I'm just like, oh, this is so like therapeutic. But I decided not to, because it was a lot of money. It was like $800, and I was like, meh, I could like go to therapy for that much, you know. Not every day is going to be a good day, but you can turn the negative into a positive. Of course, Dangles, it's good advice, bro. How you doing, man? I play guitar and chop. I've been working on looping with the drum machine, so that's the best. The spit. Oh, I'll make the beat, then spit. Word, yeah, I feel you, Castle. What drum machine do you have? What's up, Keezy? How's it going? You fuck with FKJ? No, I've never heard of FKJ. What is that? A group? Slapping the bees? I was slapping the bass. Yeah. I never learned how to slap, though. I could just pluck. But I was trash. I did learn how to play Bulls on Parade on the bass, which is pretty tight. I've just played by ear and can read tabs, too. That's dope, man. That's fucking really tight. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, we're going to be live tomorrow, once again, with Geechee Gotti's podcast. I'm going to try to do a watch soon, hopefully. Maybe this weekend, because we don't have a tournament this weekend. But yeah, listen to Tato by FKJ featuring... I'm going to put this in my YouTube right now, so I can listen to it as soon as the stream ends. Oh, cool. It's like jazz or something? They play like the sax? It's fucking really, really dope. Damn, they're huge. 6 million views? Holy fuck. Very therapeutic. Been playing guitar, drums since I was 13. Got me through my childhood. Music was a huge tool for me. If we're talking Elvis, never been to Spain's GOAT tier. Fuck yeah. I'll peep that, Ryan. That's awesome. I didn't know you play guitar and drums. That's super fucking tight. Got any videos of you doing it? Seeing my ex soon when I move to Texas. Any advice on what I should do to avoid any feelings or such? Goldie, you should feel those feelings. You should feel them, like, and not feel guilty for them, because that's ridiculous to deprive yourself of what you feel naturally. And it's fine to feel like you miss somebody. It's It's perfectly fine to feel that way. Now, the real question is if you're like torturing yourself, if you're doing something that's not healthy. I'm assuming you're seeing your ex because you have to. When I moved to Texas, because she lives in Texas, is that why? But it's okay, man. It's okay to feel feelings about somebody you dated and somebody you loved. Like, to me, like, maybe I'm the wrong person to ask because I am still in love with my ex-girlfriend, and a lot of people view that as unhealthy, and maybe it is. I'm not saying it's not, but I think it's okay to feel feelings for somebody. I think there's nothing more freeing than loving somebody regardless if they love you back. That's not saying that you are debilitating your life because of that love, but you're being honest about your feelings, which are rooted within you, regardless of something else, and it's for you. Like, even in the movie Adaptation, Spike Jonze, he talks about like this event that where he loved this woman in high school, this girl, and she like laughed at him and made fun of him, and he was like, I didn't care because like that wasn't her love. To like, her doing that didn't make me love her any less. That love was mine. And I always thought that was like really interesting, for that. As a single dad with full custody is rough. I'm warm to only drinking when he worked down to only drinking when kid is with his grandma. That's good that you're working down. That's good. How are you doing, Avo? You're working pretty hard these days, or you're getting enough time for self-care? I am, Desi. I'm okay. Like, Thanksgiving was fucking not easy at all. It sucked. I was live that day. I probably wasn't as honest as how much I was going through at the time as I could have been, but yeah, it wasn't an easy day at all. It sucked being alone, and like, yeah, it sucked not seeing family. It sucked, like, yeah, everything about that day was difficult, but I got through it, and it was a cool day in terms of I handed out some packages to the homeless on my block. I met some people. I talked with some people, so that made me feel good about myself. It felt like I did a good thing that day. But I am taking a lot of things for self-care. The biggest thing that I've been doing recently is spending a lot of time alone. And for me, that is super important. I need a lot of alone time, and I'm grateful that I'm able to have that because I don't have a family, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't live with anybody now. Thank the fucking Lord, I live alone, and it is so good to be alone. It is so good to just be alone with your thoughts. To work out, I work out here in my living room. I run too. That's why I'm still dressed like this. I didn't have enough time to like change after I got back from a run. So thank you, Dizzy. I have been taking some time for myself. Yeah, she lives in Texas. Also, to answer your question, sending positive energy and praying for you too, since you're also kind of feeling the same way I do. Much love. Goldie, of course. I empathize with you 100%, and it's okay to feel that way, man. It is totally okay to feel that way. Just know that you need to live in reality. If that relationship isn't possible, hanging on to that of it may be possible is actually unhealthy and detrimental to you, as I can say that I still do that to this day, and I know that it's not healthy, and I know that it's a fantasy. A lot of times, like, your strongest emotions can paint this like altruic like fantasy in your mind, this hopefulness of like you'll get that true thing that you really want, and sometimes it might be a little bit blinding, but it's okay to miss somebody. Abba, wish you could have produced videos for my son. He was a rapper. We would watch in other battles and break down bars. Man, that's awesome. Your son rapped? That's dope. That's hella dope, man. Gerald, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Tiger, what up? Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve is free. It's amazing. I've been actually using that. I haven't been editing in it. I've edited some things in it, but nothing too extensive. But I do use that for color grading now, and it's a fucking amazing tool. Fuck yeah, Green Day quote? I fuck with Green Day. Loving someone who doesn't love you or loving someone you shouldn't love because of, say, their actions is what Jesus would do. That's right, Castle. I'm fucking Jesus. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm a prophet. But not that kind of prophet. No, I'm kidding. I empathize with you spending Christmas alone, Avo. I'm going to be spending Christmas alone. Me too, man. I'm going to do a ruin an hour on Christmas Day because I'm going to be fucking alone and it's going to suck dick. But if I'm spending it with you guys, it's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. And we could fucking, we can open gifts together. No, I'm kidding. We can just like have a dinner together or something. I don't know, Christmas dinner, something fun. When am I going to spit some bars? I can't rap, dude. I'm terrible. I'm trash. How long have you helped Geechee for No Studio? I was watching that last night. Production does definitely get better on the podcast. I've been helping him for, I think, ever since that controversy happened with me, honestly, because I had to stop doing everything for Ruin Your Day because nobody wanted to fuck with me. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just help you full time now. I'll help somebody. So. Wait, how do you say his name? Tishwish? Tishwish? Look him up. Is he on YouTube? I'll look him up right now. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's dope. This is your son? Is it T-Swish? Oh, it's T-Swish, word. This is your son? It's from LA? This is dope as fuck. I see you in the Migo, then the shit get it split. Don't let this rap for you, cause I'm really with the shit. It's probably pulled off the photo, homie, shipping off the fifth, bitch. Damn, that's tight as fuck. That's hella dope, dude. That's your fucking son? Call me T, switch. It's meant to take your bitch, and if it ain't about the money, then you get dismissed. I heard these niggas talk. I love that like bass synth line so much in rap. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of West Coast hip hop. But yeah, man, fucking your son could rap. R.I.P. That's hella fucking dope. West up. Facts right there. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I have to get on editing this Nicky Jam Math Hoffa battle. I'm almost done. But I'll get there. I'm almost there. I just need time. Don't we all? But love you guys. I will see you guys hopefully in the next couple days. If not, tune in to No Studio In podcast tomorrow for the live. I'll be filming that. And yeah, much love to everybody. Stay safe out there. Peace out.